Night City, a name that conjures images of a future both dazzling and depraved. A concrete jungle where chrome dreams and digital nightmares intertwine. When CD Projekt Red first unveiled their vision for Cyberpunk 2077, the world held its breath, anticipating a metropolis not just built, but breathed into existence. The promise was a level of immersion so profound, it would blur the lines between silicon and soul. And at the heart of this promise lay a formidable arsenal of graphics technology, a digital loom weaving a tapestry of unparalleled visual fidelity. This wasn't merely about polygons and textures. It was about crafting an atmosphere, a tangible sense of place. The very air of Night City, thick with the exhaust of flying vehicles and the ephemeral glow of 1,000 advertisements, needed to feel real. To achieve this, the artists and engineers embarked on a journey into the cutting edge, harnessing techniques that would push hardware to its limits, and sometimes beyond. The first and perhaps most transformative brushstroke in this digital masterpiece was the extensive implementation of ray tracing. Imagine light not as a pre-baked illusion, but as a dynamic entity, behaving as it does in our own world. Suddenly, the rain-slicked asphalt wasn't just a glossy surface. It became a fractured mirror, capturing the chaotic ballet of neon signs, speeding vehicles, and the brooding silhouettes of skyscrapers. Every puddle, every polished chrome limb, every pane of glass held a fleeting, perfect echo of its surroundings, grounding the fantastical in a startling reality. Shadows, too, shed their often static, imprecise nature. They softened and sharpened with natural grace, stretching languidly in the dying light of a Corpo Plaza sunset, or cutting sharp, defined lines under the harsh glare of a street lamp in the Watson slums. This wasn't just about darkness. It was about defining form, depth, and the very geometry of the world. Beyond direct light, these technologies painted the subtle interplay of light and shadow in occluded spaces, the way light bounces and bleeds color onto adjacent surfaces. A darkened alleyway wasn't uniformly black but held pockets of deeper gloom and faint bounced light from a distant flickering sign. It was the art of indirect illumination, lending a profound sense of solidity and realism to every nook and cranny. This meticulous simulation of light transformed Night City from a collection of assets into a living, breathing entity. The sun, rising over the Badlands, would cast long golden rays that pierced through the morning haze, catching the chrome and glass of the city center in a breathtaking spectacle. By night, the relentless assault of neon, the cold, sterile light of corporate lobbies, and the warm, inviting glow from a street food vendor's stall, each contributed to a symphony of illumination that was as diverse as the city itself. Such ambitious visual fidelity, however, came with a voracious appetite for processing power. To tame this beast, particularly with ray tracing engaged, CD Projekt Red turned to NVIDIA's deep learning supersampling DLSS. This was the alchemist's stone, transmuting lower resolution frames into sharp, high-resolution images through the power of artificial intelligence. It was a clever bargain. Render fewer pixels, then intelligently reconstruct the image to an almost indistinguishable, and sometimes superior, quality. This allowed for the visual feast of ray tracing to be enjoyed at playable frame rates, a crucial balancing act between aesthetic ambition and practical performance. DLSS wasn't just an upscaler. It was a window into the future of rendering, where AI works in concert with raw power to redefine what's possible. But the technological marvel of Cyberpunk 2077 wasn't confined to light and shadows alone. The sheer density and detail of Night City were, in themselves, a monumental achievement. Every street corner, every back alley, every opulent penthouse was crammed with bespoke assets, each telling a silent story. From the intricate cybernetics seamlessly integrated into a character's flesh, to the wear and tear on a discarded piece of machinery, the world was a testament to meticulous craftsmanship. The Red Engine, pushed to its zenith, managed to render these incredibly complex scenes, populated by unique NPCs, each with their own routines, creating an unparalleled sense of urban sprawl and lived-in chaos. The fabric of a coat, the glint of a data chip, the rust on a forgotten pipe, these minute details coalesced into a believable, tangible world. Beyond the quantifiable metrics of ray bounces and pixel counts, these technologies converged to create something more elusive: atmosphere. The volumetric fog that clung to the lower streets of Kabuki, the shimmering heat haze rising from the Badlands asphalt, the digital rain that seemed to wash the city in a melancholic glow. These weren't just effects. They were emotional conduits. The technology served the narrative, enhancing the feeling of a city on the edge, a world saturated with advanced technology, yet teetering on the brink of social collapse. The visual language of Cyberpunk 2077, its grit and its glamour, its decay and its dazzling innovation, was spoken fluently through its graphics. Cyberpunk 2077, for all its initial stumbles, stands as a landmark in video game graphics. It offered a tantalizing glimpse into a future where virtual worlds achieve an almost unsettling level of realism and atmospheric depth. Its pioneering use of ray tracing on such a grand scale, coupled with the intelligent assistance of DLSS, set new benchmarks and undoubtedly influenced the trajectory of visual design in interactive entertainment. It remains a testament to what can be achieved when artistic vision is fused with bleeding-edge technology. Night City, in all its flawed, breathtaking, and luminous glory, continues to beckon, a digital frontier forever etched in the annals of graphical innovation.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. This is a new series I'm experimenting with, appreciating the graphical marvels of games in a more novelistic style. These take longer to make compared to my benchmark videos, so I really hope the effort I put into these shows up in the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this new series, and leave a comment below on what game I should cover next.